Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to all of you guys. So this was a Ganesh Chaturthi week. So Ganesh festival was ongoing, and in this particular week we had a holiday on Tuesday. So after Tuesday's holiday, we got a very euphoric kind of a fall in market. It was unexpected kind of a fall, and the momentum was very aggressive. So considering this particular fall, the targets have been revised. I was expecting a sideways kind of a market during this phase, but after the opening on Wednesday, it was pretty clear that now we are no more range bound and the market started to fall in a very ferocious kind of a manner. But it is still too early to come to a conclusion. Nowadays, I don't feel like calling out a top or a particular bottom. Rather, more importantly, if we can identify or if we can trade an intraday move for a particular rally or a particular fall, then it makes a lot of sense than getting into a prediction mode. So our focus should always be on the tangible targets which we can trade and comfortably keep on making good returns in such market. So let us go to my Nifty and Bank Nifty chart. And as you can see on this combined chart, we had calculated a narrow range for Nifty as well as Bank Nifty. And once we break below this on a Wednesday, there was a good fall throughout the week, throughout the entire week. So we will take a look at the weekly candle as well. But first, let's go to WhatsApp group to look at the morning message. Now, my morning message on a Friday is something like Nifty range may be 19,700 to 20,200 and Bank Nifty range may be 44,500 to 45,500. Now fear selling is since once the range is broken. This prompts a possible downward move till 19,700, and for Bank Nifty the target of 45,100 is done. Next target may be 44,500. So this target eventually this also got completed during the day. It went further below that but managed to close above this particular level. If there is another strong gap down, then look for a follow up to short. Most importantly, keep positions size smaller. See, Nifty low around 19,700 will be important. If this happens, then we may see some bullish follow up during the day today. This is what happened, this is what we expected. Open important and follow up candle will decide the course of the day. I will be away from the charts for the day, trade wisely. Okay, so this was my message. Now coming very quickly onto this message. See, once we break below these ranges, then there was no more sideways kind of action. It was a decisive action, a fear selling that we could see, and primarily FIIs were seller in these last 3 days. So what has to happen next is something very important that we should go back and check. So on this Nifty weekly, we can see, so on a Nifty weekly chart here, we can see that just a very strong candle that has been printed. It has given a 2.5% fall in Nifty overall throughout this particular week, and we are right now at 19,675 odd level. So from here, how we should look at it? What should be the range for this particular week? Now here I'm expecting a range of somewhere around so 600 is my level, 19,606. So a range of 19,600 to 19,900 is what my expectation is for this particular week. It may be so possible that on a Monday we may open gap down, and from that gap down level we may start to bridge this gap. If at all, if we break below this range as well in this particular week, then in that case the next target will be semi-annual pivot, which is 19,410 for this particular week. This is what is expected. But if at all, now I have to remove this as well. But if at all we sustain at this level and then we bounce from these levels, then we will very well go reach to up to this 19,875 is the level, or 19,900 is the level, up till where I'm expecting a bounce to take place. And then again we'll review it then again we'll review this situation and accordingly we'll decide. Now at this point, understand one important aspect, that whenever there is a strong gap down opening, after a strong gap down opening, there has to be a follow-up candle to the opening candle, and unless and until there isn't a follow-up candle, we cannot create a short position. Just like on this day, on Thursday, there was a fall, and after this fall, there was no follow-up immediately. So on Friday, we got a follow-up candle to it. So intraday action is very important. Unless and until you get a momentum during intraday actions, it will not be wise to take trades in that direction. So you have to choose, you have to be selective, you have to be choosy about the trades that you are going to initiate. Not every day will be a great opportunity to trade in indices, is what I believe. Okay, so right now we are expecting a downwardly move up till 19,600 or an upwardly move up till 19,875 or 19,900 odd level, and ideally prices should stay between this particular range. If we see a breakdown below this particular range, then in that case we may reach out to 19,500, and the logical target here would be semi-annual pivot of 19,400. But considering this is going to be a last week of the month, I'm expecting some kind of a bounce in market just before the monthly expiry, and then we will get a clarity about it. Let's move on to Bank Nifty. When we are talking about Bank Nifty, similarly we had drawn a rectangular range, and through this range as well, market has surprised us. So let us recalculate this level. So 44,400 to 45,275 is the range that we are calculating. See, this is a very typical scenario where we have got something like a double bottom here. This is indicating that this is a very strong support area. If we break suddenly down below this level and we continue to drift in a downwardly manner, then it is very well possible that we might reach to 44,400 in a very quick time period. But I would like market to open somewhere below this level, and from there it should ideally recover and come back again up till probably the semi-annual pivot, and it should cross the semi-annual pivot and stay sustained above this level and close somewhere around 45,200 odd level is what my expectation is. This is how I'm looking at the market. Ideally this week should stay within this particular range for Nifty as well as Bank Nifty is what my expectation is. Now often it happens, so let us take a look at the weekly chart of Bank Nifty as well. So this is a weekly chart of Bank Nifty which is showing a very stronger bearish candle of good fierce selling, and this is what I am not happy with. See, whatever fall is happening, whatever correction is happening, if that correction is, this is not with fear, but this is just because FIIs are selling, but there is no larger degree of fear in market as of now, right? It might change in a week or two if the fall continues, but this is just the beginning of the fall. This is just one of the week when we have got a bearish, stronger bearish candle. So a follow-up is needed for us to call this as a top and correction is happening or something like that. If we don't get a follow-up, then it will just be a sideways phase which is predominantly happening since July 17th, right? So this is what I am expecting in Bank Nifty as well. So keep an eye on the stocks which are predominant in Nifty as well as Bank Nifty, and basis the movement of these particular stock, we are getting a good, very good move in indices as well. So your focus should always be on stocks like HDFC Bank, ICICI Bank and State Bank of India, because these are the stocks which are contributing right now to Bank Nifty's fall, right? So these are the inputs from me for this particular week. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm signing off. Bye-bye.